This episode is brought to you by Canduo.co. Canduo.co empowers administrative and operational excellence in small and medium enterprises to become more effective in their back office functions by providing practical coaching and consulting services to its clients. Learn more by visiting www.canduo.co. That's www.candoer.co.
Welcome to Smart Toad. This is Li Ling, and in this episode, taking a leaf out of the book from people who make the news, we will be talking about how to get your business message across effectively and quickly like a journalist. While some may advocate taking a short 101 class on newspaper writing online, we will summarize the key nuggets of information required so you can rapidly apply these principles for effective success with communication. For most people, particularly in business, time is money. Just like yourself, so many other things are competing for their attention, so it makes sense to be able to see, think, and understand issues in the first couple of paragraphs of your writing. In addition, learning how to write well builds skills in other areas, particularly problem solving. You see, on a cognitive level, you go through the who, the what, the when, the whys, the hows of something happening. Applying this, you will be able to see the big macro picture and think more clearly toward the solutions. In writing, one of the most important things you need to do in business is how to communicate efficiently a way to think and talk. This will ensure that your message gets across clearly and succinctly. To do so, it is helpful to phrase things in a hierarchical order from the most to the least important. Most news articles in online and print are written in this format. So if you're short on time, or most often, when you need to capture people with limited attention spans, your punch point, or most important point, comes at the front or early during what you say. Though it's common for most people to tell things from a chronological perspective, this is not the best way to get your message across. This is because the narrative outlines a sequence from a historical perspective which leaves the climax at the end. So that means you risk having your readers disinterested halfway, and this can happen when the first part of your writing isn't interesting enough or with information that is too cliched. Having said the above, let's get down to the gems of writing. First, understand that news stories have a structure, just like music with sonnets and symphonies. Remember the 5 key points and utilize these next time you write. We promise your message will be well received. The first is the theme, or the what, which gives a sense of direction and description. You can include comparisons with historical precedents or expectations out of the ordinary. The second is the why. This is to put things in perspective and account for the what. For example, why is this person or why is this company doing something? Next is the details. The devil is in the details. Do not repeat your theme, but rather add elements that will complete your writing, such as examples and numbers. One of the crucial things to mention is also what is at stake. Why should they care? Here, what you do is to add background information to add context and expands it to a wider range of readers. Finally, add a human element to your writing. Is the theme backed up with a person with authority or a name which is familiar to you? Doing so will give your reader confidence or a sense of credibility. Finally, to recap on what we have learned and bringing it all together, we are going to use a hypothetical example. Let's say if you were an owner of a fashion blog and were opening your first physical store. This is what you might write to convince others that it was a success. The what. Hello, as the city's largest online fashion blog, onlinecloset.com, we made our first stride into opening our very first brick-and-mortar outlet in the Central Business District. The why. This follows an attempt by the largest gadget retailer to station a kiosk in the same area, catering to a wider consumer demand for convenience from their place of work. Add details. The store will stock styles from gym wear to those fit for a night after work. Now here you can add what is at stake. So instead of being stuck in corporate uniforms, you can pick up something quickly before heading to your destination. The store caters to our older customer segment, namely those above 25 years of age who previously bought items online from us as teenagers. Now you can throw in a human element here. On the first day of opening, former beauty queen Miss Singapore was spotted browsing amongst our racks. We are honored to have her make a fashion statement for us. So now, with what you have learned, you can place your most important information first, keeping in mind theme, the why, details, what is at stake, and injecting a human element. That's all for this episode. Thank you and see you next time.